Hey guys, and thanks for watching Orange Dragon. I'm sorry, but I haven't posted anything in a really long time, probably like 2 years. But I just started I started my own business and I'm trying to sell things, and while I was looking for things to do, I decided I was gonna start up my YouTube channel again. And I noticed that over the past 2 years, the one that got the one that the people watched the most was the ones about my pipe cleaner dragons that I made. And if you can see here, we have a lot more designs of pipe cleaner animals that we've made, and so I decided I'm going to share them all with you. So the one that you might remember that I showed first was this little pipe cleaner dragon. It's a very simple, small one. So I'm going to start with the little simple ones that we made first, and then I might get on to the more complicated ones, like this kraken and this bigger dragon. These Chinese dragons are kind of in the middle as far as complexity and stuff, but I think you'll have a lot of fun watching it and figuring out how to do this. For this video, I'm going to show you how to make a griffin. Let me see if I can find it in here somewhere. I think I've made 4 of them so far. Obviously I'll have one more extra one after I am done with this video, but they're really cute, they're simple. They're very similar to the dragon. They just have little feathers on their wings, a shorter tail, and I kind of tried to make their faces look more like a bird than like a dragon. So I hope that you'll enjoy this video. Alright, so for this design, we just need two pipe cleaners. You'll notice that for most of these beginning ones that I'll be showing you, most of them just use 2 pipe cleaners, but then as I go on and show you more of the complicated designs, we start adding in more and more pipe cleaners and stuff. But for a lot of our smaller ones, we just stuck with 2. We kind of started doing this because we liked to make them as game pieces because it was more interesting than just using the ones that they gave to us in the box. And so we just used 2 of them because then that was the easiest way to get them to fit in the box. Anyway, so yeah. But you pick 2 colors, whichever 2 colors you want, or you can just keep it solid if you want. You know, you just kind of do whatever colors you want because it's your griffin, right? Anyway, so for this one, it starts very similarly as the dragon. You just kind of fold it in, but you're going to notice it's a little bit longer than what I did for the dragon face, because we're trying to make it look more like an eagle, a bird rather, and it kind of, when the head is bigger, it kind of makes it seem like the whole body is smaller in comparison. When you have like a smaller head, it seems like the body might be bigger. It's, you know, just kind of a weird little detail that we kind of pay attention to. And so then you have the little V here, and you're going to have it, unlike the dragon, we pull down the tip here. We put these 2 ends closer together and we pull down the tip so that it kind of makes a bit of a beak at the end there. And then we pull down the neck, which is going to be a little bit shorter than the dragon's. It might actually be the same size, but because the head is so much bigger, it seems shorter. But yeah, you're just gonna have a shorter head, and then you make, you know, the front legs here. Very easy. You just pull one down to the right length, and then you fold it back up, and then you twist around here to make sure that it stays. If you want to make sure that if you want to get the legs in a little bit more, you can twist them so that they don't come apart and look weird. So we have the front half of our griffin done. The back still arches on these. I make them arch a little bit less than with the dragons. I like to make the dragons arches a lot more dramatic, but you know, same idea. And you'll also, with the dragons, we make the front legs a lot longer than the back legs. With these ones, I still like to make the front ones, I like to make them a little bit, I like to make them the same size. I messed up on this one, wait just a second. But I make them the same size because they're more like a, they're like smaller than the dragon is supposed to be. And so it just seems like, you know, with the smaller animals, their legs are usually the same length, whereas with like the bigger animals, you know, sometimes the front leg will be a little bit longer than the back leg. So I think I made something a bit long here because I ran out of room for my tail. But that's okay. You know, he's just gonna, let's just leave it like that. You know, he's got a little nub tail. He might have issues. But if you don't run out of room for the tail, I think I might have, no, that head's the right size. Anyway. But if you do have enough room for the tail, you don't need as much room for the tail as you do for the dragons. You know, you kind of move that space that you would usually use for the tail into the head. But you'll pull it out and then you'll fold in the back, but you don't want to twist it. You want to leave it so it's a little fat at the back so it looks kind of like, you know, that little thumpy tail on like the little tufts of fur at the end of the tail that like a lion has. Since this is a griffin, you know, it's like half bird, half lion. You know, you can't really tell as well with the pipe cleaner animals, but we're not really going for a ton of detail here. But you know what, this one, I'm gonna name him Nebsy. You know, I like that he's just had a sad life and he got his tail nipped off or something. But yeah, if you really want to make sure that you get that tail, you just need to go back, redo it, and see where you can maybe sacrifice some of the length on some things that you can have more of a tail. The wings are super easy. We just fold it in half. And then you put it around here. I don't know if you heard that bark. Our dogs are barking downstairs at people. Anyway, and you just fold it, you wrap it around the neck here. So that it looks like it's coming out of the shoulders. You'll make it pretty similarly to the dragon, except instead of making spikes, we're gonna fold it back and we're gonna make loops instead, so that it looks kind of like feathers. There only ends up being like 2 of them with the length, but that's okay. Again, we're not going for detail, but it still looks pretty cute, and it kind of gives the impression of feathers with the little loopies that we have on the ends here. You can go really into as much detail as you want to. If you want to try and add more feathers, then I don't know, make it bigger or something. But yeah. But I think it looks just kind of it's a lot like a little cute wing right here, see? With the little loopies instead of spikes. I think it's adorable. And then you just do the same thing on the other wing. Sorry if I'm just rambling, I just, you know, like to talk all the time. And then there we go. We have our finished griffin with its little loopy wings. I kind of fold them in on themselves a little bit more than with the dragon, just so that the loopies are more obvious. Make some finishing touches, pull things out where you want them to go, and then you have yourself a little griffin friend. I named this one Nubsy because he has a little nub for a tail. Yeah, I like to name all my pipe cleaner animals. I'm just weird that way. But yeah, so there you go. I hope you'll have a lot of fun making griffins of your own to add to maybe your dragons that you're making. Hey guys, and thanks for watching that video. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making it. If you come back later, I'm going to start showing you some more of the pipe cleaner creations that me and my sister have made. This one was made by my sister specifically, so I'm going to have her be showing you how to do it in my next video. And I hope you enjoy doing that, you know, switch things up with a little bit of different voices and everything. If you're interested in this kind of crafty stuff and you liked some of my drawings from my earlier videos, I'm also opening an Etsy shop. If you remember at the beginning of the video I was telling you I'm starting a business. My Etsy shop is called Dragon Crafted Crafts. It's a little redundant, but they thought that just Dragon Crafted was too short, so I had to like add more. And so, you know, I just did like the first thing that they suggested, so I'm sorry about the redundancy, but you know, it's all good, it's all good. And if you go on there, you can see some of my products that I've made. I've made some dragon bookmarks, which I think are pretty interesting. And pretty soon I'll be putting up some coloring pages that I've designed, and you guys can see if you enjoy those as well. But as for now, that should be the end of this video. If you liked it, please, hit the like button or the subscribe so you can see my new videos whenever I put them up, hopefully once a week. We'll see how well that goes. And thank you for watching.